All right, I'll go over everything you need to know as far as I can remember on what you have to do to get these ready. Now, this is pretty much all stock. I mean, yeah, it's got some short rams, but all right, let's do this. So, what you got to do to prepare yourself to do long tube intakes is you can either take off the bumper or you can take off this shield here, the radiator support shield. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Some people do, some people don't. But as far as dremeling out, I'll show you real quick. Here's where the nostrils are at. So you got a nostril that's down there, and you've got one that's over there. So what it looks like is, let me back out the video. You can see how I carved that out really good. So it's carved all right there as far as you can go. Now you do have some metal once in a while around the edges of it, but most of it's just plastic. You know, this is all plastic. You've got a metal piece up there, but as far as the nostril goes, it's all plastic. Same thing over here. You just got to watch out for the AC lines on the driver's side. No, passenger side. Driver's side. Just make sure you push these down. I'll kind of like take them and bend them down and bend them down and bend them down. Mine are pretty much pushed down as far as they can go. And then what that's going to do, when you've got your hole all dremeled out, as you can see, it's going to fit better. So see how this is all nice and big? Now there is a bracket over here. Let's see if I can stick my hand in there. There is a bracket. Take that out. There's like this metal plastic thing right there. I pull that whole thing out and I literally dremel all this out the size of like a fucking baseball or size of a softball. I make it big as possible. Bigger the better. That way if your intakes, whoever you buy them from, if they have a little bit of, what do you call it? Tolerance, you know, if one's this way or one's that way, it's big enough to handle all that tolerance. And then your 90 just comes around and goes right here, and then your filter. I make intakes, like $2,000 intakes for car shows. Mine have to be spot on. I just did one for a like a $90,000 G37 that's all done up for car shows. He got blue titanium. Same thing. He's got his all carved out for his car show, and you just cut the plastic. All right, let's move on. So since these are all dremeled out real big, we call that carving the pumpkin. What I also like to do is take your relay box right here and kind of crush this up. And what I mean by that is take some pliers and squeeze that a little bit, give it a little pinch, and what that does, it makes the relay box kind of push up a little bit. Because when these 3-inch intakes come down, they just barely clear that corner right there, and we've seen these rub on 3-inch intakes. These don't, because they turn so hard and straight. You know, that's not a problem. So just make sure you do that. All right, so then when you move that out of the way, you have to come over on this side and then pull the wiring harness out of the way too. So what I like to do with this is take these two lines. Don't worry about that. That's for my LED lights. But these two right here, sometimes we like to pull those back. And I'll show you real quick. I'll take that little tab right there and beat that down with a hammer, and then take these two and pull it, and then take your zip tie and actually go through that hole and then around the cables and zip tie it to the hole. That's pretty much what does it for the whole install. Mainly we just pull those wires back, get the relay box out of the way a little bit, dremel your holes really good, and that pretty much does it. And then as far as the catch can goes, you want to do a PCV delete. I still have to put one on my car. We are selling them. So it connects here, and then you've got a little breather filter. And then the same thing over here, one connects there, and there's a breather filter. We do sell those for $89.99. And what that does, it allows the oil from stopping, from going into the intake, which then if you get oil into your car, it's going to lower octane. If you lower the octane, then obviously it's going to lower power, so you don't want that. That's the whole reason why people do catch cans and PCV deletes. but that's a whole new other story in itself. So, but yeah, man, that's pretty much it. That's all I can pretty much think of. Yeah, just make sure you get these wires and things out of the way. Mine's a shop car. Mine doesn't really move. It's made to make products for the community. That's pretty much it.